Guys, it's Gavin O'Neill, Akashic reader and guided meditation coach. Happy November 1st, All Souls Day. And today I wanted to talk about souls. We talk about our soul with each other all the time. I felt it in my soul, or it didn't resonate with my soul, or I'm doing my soul's work. And why do we say that to one another? Because there is a difference. There's a difference in what you feel when you're talking about your soul. And your soul is made of energy, pure and simple. And the energy organizes itself in 7 different centers in your body. And this is based in yoga teachings and several different ancient religions throughout India. The chakras rest themselves inside of your body in what I like to refer to as the column of power. And think of the column of power as a space that's right in front of your spinal cord. A way that I really like to feel this is breathe and fill your lungs and release. And then the next time you breathe in, try to fill from maybe your gut to your mouth, all the way there. Stretch above your lungs and below your lungs. And then this time, from the very top of your head all the way down to your base, try to stretch and breathe into that space, and you'll feel something's lit up in there. Something feels different. This is your column of power. And your 7 chakras rest along your column of power. And so we'll start at the very base, the very bottom of you. The base is represents the ground. It represents your physicality. It represents how you have manifested yourself here on earth. And it's represented by earth, ground, dirt. What I love about the chakras is that each one is also represented by an actual element. And I think that's helpful to think of when you are working with one or thinking of one in mind, to know that you can pull up something like that to help you mentally wrap around it. And moving up forward into your gut, you have the sacral chakra, and that represents your own individual self-expression. This is how I am different than you in all of the ways that I express myself. And it's represented by water. And so when people talk about, the emotional waters, that's where that lives in your body. As we move forward, we get into the solar plexus, and that sits right underneath your rib cage, right at this point right here. It lights up for a lot of people because it represents our ability to do, our action and transformation. And so for a lot of people, when this one gets out of sync, it can be where panic attacks live, or anxiety. And so when you breathe into that spot, you can really, really feel it. And it's represented by fire. Fire transforms things. When something gets into fire, it becomes something different. So that's what it represents right there. And then moving up into your heart chakra, it's represented by air. It's also the color green, which I think is really interesting. And it represents our own self-worth and our worthiness of love, and to have love, to be loved. All of those elements, everything that you would think about from your heart, is represented in the heart chakra. Moving forward into the throat chakra, what I'm using right now, it's represented by ether, spirit. And it is the ability it holds all of our ability to speak honestly, speak our truth. It takes a lot of bravery to create a sound that leaves your bodies that others can hear. It puts you in a vulnerable spot. So that's what this controls here. And what I love, a little secret that I love about the throat chakra, is that it's actually powered by sound. And so a lot of people would think that your voice is powered by air, but it's actually powered by sound. And what's wonderful about that is that everything that you say is meant to be heard by you first. I think that's such a powerful tool to try to wrap your brain around, that everything that you're saying, everything that you're communicating is meant for you to hear and understand first, which is wonderful. Now moving up into our third eye chakra, it is represented by light and darkness. And our ability to see the unseen, see the bigger picture of life, to be able to use our intuition, use our imagination. Oftentimes, it's a little cliche, but it's always so open for children, because they can create so easily an experience that might not be actual reality around them, but is so real to them. They're using that third eye. which is always fun. Whenever you're using your third eye, you come up with the creative solution or the thing that maybe people around you can't see. And then finally, the very top of our chakra system is the crown, and it represents our deeper connection to each and every one of us, that we're all part of a divine body, that we all are one at the end of the day, and it's represented by space and time. Chakra means wheel, and these systems of your soul are organized through these different centers in energy, and they spin. And when they spin, they're helping you achieve using them properly, being able to express yourself properly, to give love freely, to accomplish the things that you want to do, to express yourself without fear, to be here on earth and feel safe. It's this whole system that works for you, and sometimes we can kind of get out of sync or overuse one, or neglect another. And so the work that I do is really about pulling someone in front of me and hearing how they speak, hearing about what they care about, and then really getting fine-tuning into the details of, okay, what can we do for you specifically in your soul body, in your chakra system, that's going to help best. There's several different techniques that I use, and I'm so happy to share all of them with you. Follow me on blueseedblog.com for more stories about my personal experience working with energy and the chakra system, as well as information of how to book with me. There's also going to be a ton more videos like this of tutorials, and hopefully the next one I'm going to do is about grounding and what that is and why I use it and why I think it's wonderful. So stay tuned. Happy November 1st. Happy All Souls Day. Feel your soul today, guys. Thanks so much.